Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. In this video, I will show you a game between Teimour Radjabov and Ian Nepomniachtchi. This is a game from Airthings Masters tournament played in 2020. Teimour Radjabov is winner of the tournament, and this is one of his fine games. Radjabov started with knight to f3, c5, c4, the English opening, maybe, knight to c6, e3, knight to f6, knight to c3, e6, d4, d5. The game transposed to the Queen's Gambit declined, Tarrasch or Semi-Tarrasch defense. C takes on d5, knight takes on d5, bishop to d3, bishop to e7, a3 controlling b4 square, c takes on d4, e takes on d4, and white has an IQP. This is a very popular line. Both players castled kingside, black to move, b6, intending to fianchetto the light squared bishop. Queen to c2, knight to f6, rook to d1, black to move h6. Winning the pawn is not a good idea because of this variation. Knight takes on d4, queen takes on d4, bishop takes on h7 check, winning the black queen. Back to our game. Nepo played h6. White to move. How would you continue? Perhaps developing the dark square bishop comes to mind. Radjabov played d5. E takes on d5. Knight takes on d5. Knight takes knight. Queen takes knight on c6. Bishop to e6, the best move. Queen to a4, queen to c7, bishop to d2, rook from a to d8. The other way to go was bishop to c5, and if rook from a to c1, a5. Back to our game, bishop to d2, rook from a to d8. Rook from a to c1, attacking the queen. And this is the critical moment of the game. It is black to move. Nepo played queen to b7. The other way to go was queen to d6, allowing white to take on a7. I'm not sure if Radjabov would, but if queen takes on a7, then bishop to f6, and black has a compensation for the pawn. And let's go back. After queen to d6, queen to e4 doesn't work because of knight to f6. And black wins, believe it or not. Back to our game. Queen to b7 was played. Queen to e4, threatening checkmate. Black to move, g6 was played. As you can see, knight to f6, defending h7 square with the knight doesn't work because of queen takes queen. The black queen is in the wrong spot. Back to our game. g6, but this is losing the pawn on h6. Bishop takes on h6. Bishop to f5, queen to a4. Bishop takes on d3. Bishop takes rook. Bishop to e2. Bishop takes on e7. Perhaps rook to e1 should have been considered. This is even stronger, and one line goes like this. Bishop takes on f3. Bishop takes on e7. Knight takes bishop. Pawn takes bishop on f3. If queen takes pawn on f3, queen to h4. And white is better. Back to our game. In this position we have bishop takes on e7, bishop takes on d1, rook takes on d1, queen takes on e7, queen to d4. And white is still better. The knight is pinned. Black has a difficult position. b5, h4, to avoid back rank problems probably. Rook to d7, knight to e5 attacking the rook, rook to d6, g3 defending the pawn, on h4 intending knight to g4, a6, knight to g4, rook to d7, queen to e5 offering to trade queens, queen to e6, if queen takes on e5, knight takes on e5, after rook to d8, knight to g4, king to g7, knight to e3, and white wins. Back to our game. In a difficult position. Nepo played queen to e6, offering to trade queens. White to move, what would you do? Radjabov played queen takes queen, pawn takes queen. White played a move and black resigned, and the move is rook takes knight on d5. Nepo resigned in view of this continuation. Rook takes on d5, knight to f6, check, king to f7, knight takes on d5. And let me show you a few more moves. After e takes on d5, king to f1, after king to e6, g4. This is just one of the ways to go for white. King to e5, h5, g takes on h5, g takes on h5, king to f5, f4, king to e6, h6, king to f6, f5, king to f7, king to e2. If king goes to g8, f6, after king to h7, f7, and what now? If king takes pawn, pawn to f8, queen, check. And I guess we can stop here. Congratulations to Teimour Radjabov, who won Airthings Masters Tournament 2020. What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.